Charged and wanted while working at a high school, an Aldine ISD teacher accused of sexually assaulting a teen worked in a classroom for more than 2 years despite active warrants for his arrest. Bryce Newberry has the search for answers that you'll see only on 2.
This is a case raising so many questions for both Houston Police and Aldine ISD after the agriculture teacher here worked with students for more than 2 years up until his arrest just a few weeks ago, all while being wanted for allegedly sexually assaulting a 13-year-old boy. At Aldine ISD's Eisenhower High School, students in Derek Banks' agriculture science class for the last 2 years learned from a wanted fugitive.
Derek Banks, please stand.
That is, up until police arrested him on warrants in late October when the 39-year-old stood in court accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old boy he met online in March of 2021. The alleged assault happened at Banks' home after the victim, records show, snuck out in the middle of the night. Houston police detectives interviewed Banks more than a year later when he refused to provide a statement, but they got his DNA through a warrant. At the time, he worked at Prairie View A&M University, records show, but in August 2023, Aldine ISD hired him as a full-time teacher. 2 months later, in October 2023, Banks became wanted. Warrants for aggravated sexual assault of a child got issued, and he continued working in the classroom up until his arrest.
It's absolutely crazy and shocking, frankly, that someone was able to basically hide in plain sight while doing a job with children.
Nathan Beadle is a former child sex crimes prosecutor and top leader in the Harris County District Attorney's Office.
It's on the police to actually go arrest the person and bring them to justice.
Aldine ISD tells KPRC2 News Banks passed a criminal background check at the time of hire.
It definitely was poor timing, but we want to see them run those background checks again.
Advocacy group Children at Risk says it's an example of needing coordinated efforts to identify people like Banks.
You can never have a perfect system, but at the same time, it's up to us to ensure children's safety.
Banks first worked for Aldine ISD up until at least 2011, according to Texas Education Agency records. In 2016, records show the State Board for Educator Certification disciplined Banks by revoking his credentials in Texas. As a district of innovation, Aldine ISD could hire him again, though, in 2023 as a non-certified teacher. Now, after his arrest, Banks is on a statewide do not hire list as education officials investigate. Banks is now on administrative leave. He's been released from jail on a $100,000 bond, and so far Houston police have not answered any questions about what may have happened with this case. Also, Aldine ISD hasn't answered any follow-up questions about whether or not the district continues to do background checks once an employee gets hired. At Eisenhower High School, I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.